Okay, students, welcome. In today's class, we will try to learn some concepts related to arrays and pointers. Okay. We do have a very close relationship between the arrays and pointers. So before we learn that, we should be very clear about this particular slide. Now, I hope you know how the memory representation can be done for an array, right? The memory for every element in the array will be consecutively allocated in the overall memory block. Anybody has any doubts related to this particular diagram? Are you guys clear about this? Don't hesitate to ask questions. If you are not clear, I can explain it once again. Yes, please unmute and ask questions. If you put in a chat box, I may not see the chat box here because, okay. Now, to add upon to this particular diagram, now when we say the array in this example, the marks, when the marks is declared, okay, it has 5 elements, right? So 5 elements means for every element, for each of these elements, it requires 2 bytes of a memory. So 5 into 2, total 10 bytes of a memory will be allocated in the computer memory block, right? We know that this particular block which I have highlighted here, it is actually 2 bytes of memory, right? Then again 2 bytes of memory, like that total 5, 2 into 5, that is 10 blocks will be allocated, right? Then the first memory address of the array, that is 2001, will be the address which we call it to be a type of address called as base address. It is called as base address. Okay, let's see in this diagram. Now, the name of the array is marks. This particular marks will be treated as a pointer, but more precisely we can call it to be a constant pointer. We can call it to be a constant pointer. What this particular constant pointer will store? It will store the memory location, that is the first memory location of the array. Okay, now to just summarize these points clearly, okay, now the points what you know so far is that the array, when we declare the array, then there will be a name for that, right? That we call it to be a name of the array. In this example, it is marks. And this particular marks array is declared to have 5 values. So we have the 5 elements stored over there, right? Now, 2001 to 2002 is allocated for the first element. 2003 to 2004 is allocated for the element second, that is 20. Like that, for all the 5 elements, memory is allocated. Total 10 bytes of memory, right? Now, we know some concept as a pointers. Pointers is what? It is a variable which stores address of another variable. But here, the name of the array, we call it as a constant pointer. We call it as a constant pointer. Constant pointer means here, since it is a word contains pointer, means it stores the address. It stores the address, but it is a constant. Means once it stores, it will not modify its value. It remains the same, right? You guys know about the difference between a constant and a variable. Variable is something which will vary, which can change its value, whereas the constant, it cannot change its value throughout the execution of the program. In the same way, the constant pointer means it is a name, right? What is that particular name here? It is marks. It stores the memory location of what? Of the first memory address of the array. First memory address of the array, we call it as what? The base address. So in this one, the base address is 2001. This 2001 is stored in the name of the array, which we call it as constant pointer. So here constant pointer is marks. The marks actually contains 2001 memory location. Are you following, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us try to understand this theoretical concept with the program here. Okay, let me share the other screen. Are you able to see this particular Notepad++? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I have done here is that I have taken some variables, one variable I and one particular array, right? This array is having, name of the array in this case is ARR. It is not marks here, it is ARR. Okay, now, as I said, let me put some comment headline here. Name of the array in this is what? ARR. And we call it as a constant pointer. Now, what is constant pointer? Constant pointer, it is something which stores memory address, right? But it does not change its value. It does not change its value, right? Now, are these 2 points understood? Theoretically, what we mean by name of the array in this example is ARR, and we call this ARR is a constant pointer. Why constant pointer? Because it stores base address. Base address. Now we have got again another term here. What we mean by base address? Base address means the memory location of first element of the array. Base address means the memory location of first element of the array. Okay, now are these 3 statements understood theoretically? Meanings of those
Yes,
terms?
sir.
Because if these meanings are understood, these term meanings are understood, then it will be helpful for you to understand the program here. Okay, now as I said, the ARR, what it stores the base address. So picture really base address in the sense what here. Now this is the array, we have these elements, there are many addresses here. These are many addresses starting from 2001 to 2010. Then how to identify which is base address? Base address is nothing but the memory address of first element of the array. First element means what? The element which is stored at the 0th index. In the 0th index, what element we have? 10. So for the 10th element, this particular 10 element, what is the memory location? It is 2001. So 2001 can be treated as the base address. Can be treated as the base address. This base address, that is 2001, will be stored in the constant pointer, that is the name of the array. Means sorry, this ARR now stores that particular value. How can we validate it? We can simply write a statement, printf statement, printf, right? Now here I will write base address equals to, since I want to print the address, I will use %p as a pointer, and then here I will just write ARR. Now, what is ARR? It is name of the array, isn't it? ARR is name of the array. What I said theoretically, this ARR contains what? Base address. Let us execute this program and check whether we get the memory location. We know that if it gives the memory location, that means it stores the memory location, right? Let us compile the program and then execute. It takes a few seconds. Now, can you see the output here? Base address is 0x Since it is starting with 0x means this is a memory location, and it is ending with D0. D0 here stands for this is the memory location of the first element of the array. First element of the array. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
now see here, printf. What I will try to do is that I will try to show you the next memory addresses, right? By writing a simple couple of lines. ARR plus 1. ARR plus 1. When I compile this program and then execute, we are going to see two different memory addresses. The system has become a little slow now. Can you see here? D0 and next is D4. Okay. Can you get any hint here what this D4 will be? This particular D4 is for which particular element?
Second element.
Second element of the array, right? As we know that the difference between this is these two addresses are 4 bytes and integer requires 4 bytes of a memory. Now, if I write the same statements here, like, shall I iterate through a for loop here? That would be better option. For I equal to 0, and I know that there are 5 elements, I less than 5, I plus plus. Okay, and here I will write a simple this statement. I will remove this one and let me write it like this. Address of, say, ith element, or address of element at %d index is equals to this. And here I'm going to print I value and plus I plus I. Now let us compile the program and then execute. I didn't add /n here. It's there. Okay. Now address of element at 0th index, that is first element, is D0. How did I get this one? I got this particular memory address by reading the base address value. Where this base address value is stored? Base address value is stored in the name of the array, that is ARR. Plus 0 means it remains same. Then the next element, I get the second element address, that is which is positioned at the index value 1. The next address you can see it is D4, addition of 4. Then again addition of 4. After D4, D9, DA, DB, and then DC. Then again the next element is here. So can you just try to visualize these addresses with respect to the diagram which I explained it over here? Are you able to visualize the concepts here and understand the memory locations? If you're not understanding the concept, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Please don't hesitate to ask the questions. Niharika, is it understood? Sanika,
Yes, sir.
is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have a question here. I have a question. Initial value of I is what? 0. Initial value of I is 0. The condition is true. It will enter into the for loop. Okay. And here ARR plus I. So the I value, ARR value is what? Say suppose for example, the ARR value is, I think it was D4 or something. Let's take 2001 is the ARR value, that is base address. Okay. Now, when I perform for the first time, I value is 0. I value is 0. That is ARR of plus 0 will give me exactly 2001 only. But when I has become 1, ARR plus 1, how the answer was 2002. As per your theoretical concept, it requires a 2 bytes of memory. Then how it is 2002, not 2001? And when this I became, say I became 2, ARR plus 2 is 2000 and, sorry, this is not 3. How it is 2005? Can anyone answer? Or if you want me to take the exact output, what we got there. See, this is ARR plus 0. This is ARR plus 0. That is ARR itself. Then when we do ARR plus 1, why it is not D1? Why it is D4? How it is calculating it as a D4? And when it was ARR of plus 2, how it is D8? Can anyone answer? Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So did you get my question? If I take the same values here, say this is D0, right? So if I write it D0, this is D0, then this one was D4. This is D5. Why it is adding 4 memory blocks? Even when I perform 0, when I perform 1, I just added 1 here, but the memory got updated to 4. When I added one more, it again populated to here D8, right? It is D8. How it is performing the operations?
Sir, one is the index number and it is adding the memory value, sir, and not the index.
One is index value. Now here, if you look at here in the code, 1 is just a number. That I is just a number, right? I is, this 0 is a number. This 1 is also just a number. 2 is also a whole number. But what this ARR is? What this ARR is? It is a memory location. It is a memory location. What actually we mean by memory location here? It contains an hexadecimal number, right? Now, when we try to perform arithmetic operations on the hexadecimal numbers or on the memory locations directly, okay, in that case, when we perform, for example, here ARR is D0, and if I perform ARR plus 1, it will never be D1. It depends upon what is the data type of that particular pointer is, or what type of data it stores. Now, since this ARR, pay attention, since this particular ARR in this case is a constant pointer, right? It is a pointer now. Where it is, what type of data elements it is storing? It is storing an integer type of a data elements, right? So now to store one element of the integer data, it requires 4 bytes. It requires 4 bytes, right? Then when I try to add that memory location by 1, so it implicitly tells that you are not supposed to add just a normal single digit 1. Rather, you have to add 1 multiplied by 4 bytes. 1 multiplied by 4 bytes. So it is going to be what? D0 address plus next 4 bytes memory location. So the next of 4 bytes memory location is going to be what? D4. Understood this notation here? How we got D4 here? In the same way, for the next element again here, this particular operation, ARR plus 2. Again here, ARR plus 2 means what? ARR is what? D0. Let me write it elaboratedly. ARR is D0 plus 2. 2 will not be treated as a single element, integer element, but how it computes is that 2 multiplied by the memory required by that particular data type, that is 4 bytes. That is going to be 4 bytes. So 2 into 4 is 8. So D0, from D0, the next 8th memory location, that is D8 is the answer. That's why we got the answer as here D8. The same thing is applicable for the other elements. For example, when I became 4, ARR plus 4. Here again, ARR means what? It is D0 plus 4. This 4 will be treated as 4 multiplied by 4 bytes. 4 multiplied by 4 bytes. What we get the answer as? We get the answer as next to 16 bytes, that is E0. We get the answer as E0. That's why the output is displayed as E0 for the index number 4. Understood, students, here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if you have understood, then try to answer to this particular question now. Let me check your understanding. Suppose if there is a data type double, say M is the array, and if it has 5 elements, okay, whatever might be the array elements, let us not focus upon the array elements here. Let us focus upon the memory addresses. Now, in this example, double M of 5, okay, now what is the name of base? What is the name of the constant pointer here? What is constant pointer?
M.
M. That is name of the array. Okay. Now assume that the M contains the memory location, say 2001. M contains the memory location 2001. Okay. Then tell me M plus 1 will result into what? M plus 1 will result into what value? (2003). This is one of the answer from one of the student. Okay. Now, can anyone try to answer? Please unmute yourself, students.
So 2009.
2009. Okay. Any other answers? Now, Charan, can you clarify why it is 2009?
Sir, by using the above method, sir, means 2001 means 2001 plus 1 into 8 bytes, because
1
double is
into
of 8 bytes.
8 bytes. Okay, so you try to calculate in this way. The memory, that is M, is having 2001 as the base address. That is the first location's address. Then M plus 1 means this 1 is nothing but what? It is 1 multiplied by the total number of bytes required to store that type of element. What is the type of the element? Double. To store one element of a double data type, how much memory is required? 8 bytes is required.
8 bytes.
So 8 byte means the M plus 1 is going to be what? 2009. That is correct answer. Now what will be this M plus 2? M plus 2 will be what?
2017.
2017.
2017, right? See, here I'm not interpreting with respect to the hexadecimal numbers. I'm not interpreting with respect to hexadecimal numbers. For just better understanding, I have just taken the integer numbers, right? This 2 here is nothing but it is 2 into again 8 bytes. It is 8 bytes. Now, what if the array is, say, character array, char, say, name, if I write it as a 10. Okay, now name, assume that name contains the memory location, that is base address as 1001, then name plus 3 is what?
1004.
1004. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that means you understood the concepts here. The point to remember in this is these 3 statements. First one is the name of the array. Name of the array is constant pointer, right? Why it is constant pointer? Because it stores the base address of the array, right? Now, here we got 2 points, 2 terms. One is constant pointer and other is base address. Base address means what? Base address is nothing but it is the memory location of the first element of the array. That is the element which is positioned at 0th index value. And the constant pointer. Constant pointer is what? It stores the memory address, but its value cannot be changed. Value cannot be changed in the sense we can't modify that particular value. Like if there is a ARR, I can't write it as like this. I can't write it as ARR plus plus. I cannot perform, or ARR plus plus cannot be performed. There is a difference between ARR plus plus and ARR plus 1. Can you identify the difference? Now, suppose, for example, let me try to demonstrate that as well. Okay. Now, students, this simple program is understood as of now. Is it understood? How we are getting the memory addresses like that in this particular for loop? Okay. Let me write another statement. Base address equal to, okay, then let me write one more statement, print f. So let me remove this. Give me a moment. ARR plus plus. Next, memory address. What I have written here is that I have written 2 statements. The first one is base address. I am printing ARR, and next memory address I have written, and here I am trying to print ARR plus plus. And let me take out this I also from here, and let me comment these 2 lines. So I have only 2 executable statements here. Let us compile. When I compile the program, you can see here there is an error. What it states, L value required as increment operator. ARR plus plus, it says it cannot be performed because ARR is a constant here. Can we modify the value of the constants? Can we modify the value of a constant?
No, sir.
No.
All right. How do we define a constants in C programming? How do we define constants in C programming? We read something here, right?
Sir,
After the hash include statement, we write something. Did you get it? Hash define, say pi. Yes, Charan.
Yes, sir.
How do we define constants?
Sir, hash define pi and space and the value of pi, what we want.
Value of the pi. Now here pi is what? It is a constant. Its value cannot be changed. Now if I write a statement here, pi plus plus, will this particular statement becomes a valid statement or invalid statement?
Invalid.
Invalid statement, because it is a constant. The same way ARR is what? It is a constant pointer. It is a constant pointer. Means it stores memory address, but it is a constant. It cannot change that, right? Now, what am I trying to do in this particular line? ARR plus plus. ARR plus means what? ARR equals to ARR plus 1, right? Now, actually, it is a compound statement here. There are two operations. First one is addition operation. Second one is assignment operation. In the addition operation, how it works here? In the addition, now ARR, assuming that ARR value is 2001. So plus 1 means it will say 2003 here, assuming 2 bytes of a memory, 2003. That 2003 will try to get updated in ARR. But it says, boss, I am a constant. I can't modify my value here. So I get a L value required error, syntax error. This statement and the next statement which I'm writing here, this statement, both are different statements. The one which I have written here, the one which I have written here, both are two different statements. In the first one here, it is simplified as ARR is equals to ARR plus 1, wherein I'm trying to modify the value of ARR here. I'm trying to modify its value. But whereas in the next one, I am not modifying any value, just I'm taking the value and adding 1 to that. And that value I'm just displaying here, which is not getting stored again in that same variable. That is because this ARR is a constant, it gives the error. If you understood this concept, or if you know the concept of what a constant is and what a pointer is, then this will be very easy for you to understand. Did you understand these two lines, the difference between these two lines?
Yes, sir.
The first one, this one will give the syntax error, whereas the second one, this one will not give the syntax errors. Now, suppose if I comment this one and then compile, I don't get the error here. These warnings are related to this P that you can exclude. But if I remove this particular comment and try to compile the program, I will definitely get an error here. Understood, students? Why we call this ARR as a constant? Because its value cannot be modified. It always stores the base address. Base address means the first element's memory location. If you know these 3 points theoretically, then practically you can try to write the program related to that. Okay, in the next class, I will try to write the program, how we can access the elements. Just in this program, in this particular class, I showed you how to access the memory address. But in the next class, I will show you how to access the element using the pointer, using this particular constant pointer, not using the index value.